Alrighty. Didn't have to wait long for this one, maybe about a month. These went up for pre-order, yeah, early September, and I've I've been real interested for this particular one because I, as much as I do love Transformers 1, I don't really care to get the non-cogged mode of any of the Transformers, so I was waiting for these Final Form ones. And what's interesting is because I pre-ordered within the time frame they gave on the YoloPark site, I actually did get D16 and Orion packs, just how they looked in the beginning of the movie. I got those two for free, and it came with these cool little phone holders. So, it's randomized, so I got a Bumblebee one and an Elita one. And, so I think I paid $120 total. Got 4 figures and 2 phone holders. I don't think that's a bad deal, because I kept seeing these on other websites and they're, charging. And I know the tariffs and all that, but man, they're like super overcharging. So glad to finally have Megatron, and it does say /D16 because they do give you 2 different torsos and I think 2 different shoulders that you can swap out, and heads, so you can make either one. But on the box, it just shows you the pieces. It does come with a stand, and as I was uninformed last time, but I do know this time, you can use the Decepticon symbol as the magnet to turn the eyes on. Now, what I do remember, at least from the sound wave I have, is the magnetic icon kind of just sits in there and was a little hard to get out, but you know what? I could be misremembering, so I'm going to build the figure and then show you what it looks like and do, some size comparisons. I actually wanted to show real quick before I put the figure together. I actually took off the slipcover, and it has this very, very cool box. Honestly, one day, after rearranging the game room, getting a bigger game room, moving, it would be real nice, because I keep these boxes to kind of have these with the figures in front, or at least cut out the front and put it on the wall. But really, really cool design. And it's showing, blue parts marked as die-cast metal. No glue required, no painting, no tools, which I do love to hear that. So it looks like the internal skeleton or armor. Yeah, it looks like pieces of the internal skeleton are die-cast. I think some of the armor is too, like the shoulders and the chest piece at least. So we will see. Alrighty, just a quick thing before I show the full figure, because this is basically the first step. Ensure you have some of these CR927 batteries. Just one. It's going to go into the head, and that is what powers the lights. Let's see. So this will be inside the head. Put the battery in. You'll want to put the top of the battery facing the green board. And so you have the magnet. Take it off. Static lights. Blinking lights. Semi-charging lights. Off. And so it does come with multiple different faces. I prefer this one. This just absolute disgusted look. The default face is just this this very face. So you have the head. My God, if it focus. So I'm going to put in the battery, the face. Oh, I put on the wrong face. I put in the stationary face. Do the disgusted. I think there is like a super angry face, but I'm just gonna go with this one. Although, you know what? Let me look at this again. That actually might be the best one, the super pissed off face. Put the top of the head back on. There's 2 pegs it's for the forehead and the back of the head. There we go. All right, so we've got the head. That actually looks pretty cool. Very emoting. So that is badass. And you can even see the pupils. So now to put the rest of it together. Alrighty, so we've got the final form, a Megatron, built. And yeah, we've got die-cast parts. They feel great. It's a nice addition. The toes, the chest, and I think one piece of the arms are die-cast. And you know, honestly, when I was looking at the promo pictures, I was worried about the elbow joint here. It felt real skinny and little, but no worries. Everything is super tight. Everything can bend and be posable as needed. I will say this figure has a lot more posability options than I anticipated. Just to get through kind of the negatives first, I will say the hand for Megatron is these posable fingers, basically. On this hand, it's great. So yeah, the fingers, you know, it's these I mean, they're posable, all right. But the problem is on his right hand that has the blaster, at least on mine, the thumb, if it can focus, is super loose and keeps coming out of the socket. So I'm gonna have to probably honestly, I'm probably just gonna put black paint on it and then put it in the socket and let it kind of get that perfect amount on. So I do kind of hate that. It's cool, I guess, to give you posable hands, but there's not too much, in my opinion, that you can do with it. And I do feel the neck, as nice as it is that it can go up and down, I'm a bit worried because it's such a huge head on such a thin neck. I recommend you grab the whole head when you're wanting to turn it, because it almost will seem like it's gonna snap off. But a lot of posability. And what I really like with the shoulder piece is that, let's say you want to pose his arm outwards, it slides with it, so it doesn't get stuck whatsoever. That is incredibly nice. So, I mean, anywhere you want to go, there's really just no restrictions, which is so nice. And, you know, he's got these huge legs. What is interesting is that the side skirt, or just the waist skirt, whatever, is attached in the back, and then it's just kind of hanging here. And so you can kind of put, you know, when you're wanting to pose it, kind of push it. I haven't wanted to push it too far because I don't want it to end up pushing the skirts out so much that they get stuck that way. And I've got this face. So the pose I've kind of been trying out is either this. You kind of push his fingers down. You know, your very, very basic standing position. I think shelf presence will look extremely well with the gun showing. And you can light the eyes so it looks even better. Loving the cannon look. Of course, the paint on it is just incredible. It's funny because I have the D16 cogged mode blaster, and I thought it'd be funny to just put it, you know, so he has 2 huge cannons on both sides, because why not? And it does come with the stand that goes into the butt area. I don't know why they decide to put them all right here, but if you want to do, let's get a little bit of a better angle here. if you wanted to do some kind of, you know, air, you know, that's just me crappily doing it real quick, but some kind of air pose. Maybe you have Optimus right here. It wouldn't look the worst. I do wish I could kind of reduce the size of the arm because it's a bit almost too tall. That's why I almost wish it was just like a waist hook thing. I think that would have been a little better. But I'm actually going to take off the Megatron parts and put on the D16 parts so you can also see that and just kind of see the differences. Alrighty, so I will not be showing the D16 form cogged. Here's his head. And let me give you a couple reasons why. So, as I'm taking the shoulders off and realizing the chest, no matter what, will not come off, and I don't want to break something, I figured, okay, let me put the D16 cannon on the armor piece. And if you look here, this peg is barely even molded onto the damn thing. So the moment I pushed it down, because mind you, all of the portholes are just small enough because they want it to tightly fit. I barely pushed it and it just snapped off. And then when I looked at the shoulder pegs for putting back the new, you know, different shoulders, those pegs look identical that stick out to this, and it was about to snap off. They're all so shittily made and crappily put on, they're not even fully set in there, that you barely push on them and they break off. And mind you, I have built like over 30 Gundams. Alright? I barely pushed. And it's like, so you're telling me this is a $65 figure. I've got loose parts. I've got pieces breaking all over it. Are you fucking kidding me right now? And I hate to sound so pissed off, but this is like $70. Are you joking? So why the hell would I ever switch it between D16 and Megatron? They should have given you just another torso with shoulders so that you could switch, you know, even make it where these could plug out. Just give me upper arm, shoulder as a separate thing that I could just swap out. Because swapping out these pieces is a pain in the ass. And every time you want to change it out, good luck. Pieces are going to start breaking off. So I hate to end this review in such a more negative way, but I wanted to show off how, you know, the difference between D16 and Megatron. But I'm just going to leave it as Megatron. I'm not even going to remotely try to do anything. And now I'm not going to try to take any of the pieces off. Because damn, going forward, if it breaks off, I'm just going to have to start using super glue, I guess. So, is it a great figure overall? Sure, it's got amazing posability, good paint, but why on earth would you make it where people have to... I mean, these pieces stick in real intensely so that it's secure. But then why would you be like, oh, if you want to keep switching between the two, keep taking it off, taking it back on. Oh, you've caused stress marks. Oh, it's broken. Why? Why would you do that? So, overall, great figure. I mean, hopefully I'll have better luck with Optimus, but I'm just really disappointed by that. Really disappointed. I know the customer service with the YoloPark is good, but this is just so disappointing to see. You know, it makes it feel so cheaply made. So, would I recommend it? I don't know. I mean, if you're potentially willing to risk these QC issues and you want to see, you know, I wanted to see D16 and then Megatron and then oopsie, it broke. I don't know if I can recommend it, you know? I love Transformers 1 and these are gonna kind of stay posed, but now I'm genuinely worried about, you know, again, the super thin neck for Megatron. What? I move it 3 more times, it's gonna snap his head off? Who knows, you know? So that's just really sucks. I don't even know if I can recommend it anymore. I don't think I do, you know? And I guess that's a learning lesson for me. I've bought so many Gundams before, master grade Gundams, even a perfect grade. And yes, every now and then you have, you know, certain things break or some things are loose, but it's, in my opinion, such an idiotic idea to make these freaking latch onto these pieces and then go, oh yeah, take them back off to do the other thing. Oh my god, the stress of it broke the pegs to literally hold it on. Oopsie. So, you know, looks great, do some cool poses, but I'm gonna say horrible quality control. So, get it if you feel like it. But until next time, that's gonna be it for this video. Thank you for watching. I'm out.